Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, young people, I am greatly honored to welcome you to the National Symposium on Youth Participation in the Peace Process. I want to begin by applauding Cameroonian youth for taking this bold step towards mobilizing themselves and other stakeholders to collaborate and map out a path towards ensuring sustainable peace in these challenging times. I am inspired by Cameroonian youth leadership to act on the UN Security Council Resolution 2250 and Article 17 of the African Youth Charter, two very important frameworks for youth that recognize the important role of young people in peace and security in Africa. As an activist who led a Pan-African youth movement, and in my role now as the AU Youth Envoy, I have seen and worked with thousands of young people who take a stand against violence and who lead the movement of peace, both at the community level and the global level. These are the youth and frontline peace builders who will take our continent to where she deserves to be. They are doing it already. All we need to do is to support their efforts and make sure they are taken seriously. And seeing Cameroonian youth coming together and leading the way to peace despite the hardships and the difficult time they're going through, it shows a lot of resilience and courage and commitment to peace building. Inspiring stories like many of the youth in this room is what I emphasized during my briefing to the UN Security Council 2 weeks ago. It is to remind members of the Council of the critical role African youth play towards silencing the guns in Africa by 2020. The recent happenings in Cameroon have saddened all of us. Seeing thousands of young people who have lost their lives and hundreds of thousands who have been displaced from their homes due to violence needs all of us to come together and support youth leadership in stopping this violence. Because Cameroonian youth, you are the key to ending this violence. You must work together and with your peers, with the leaders, with the older generation to overcome the divisions that separate you. And just like the chairperson of the African Union Commission, His Excellency Moussa Faki, said, you need to put the national interest and well-being of your country above all political, ethnic, and religious considerations. So it's your decision. You are the majority of your country. 60% of your population is under 25. If you decide today as a constituency to end violence and lead Cameroon to where she deserves to be, it can happen. You have that demographic power. All you need to do is to unite and to mobilize in one voice in saying no to the path of chaos and division. C'est donc à vous de décider. Jeunesse camerounaise, vous représentez la majorité de votre pays. 60% de votre population est moins de 25 ans. Si vous décidez tous en même temps de mettre fin à la violence et de construire le Cameroun que vous voulez, vous avez le pouvoir démographique pour y arriver. Vous avez aussi l'énergie, l'innovation, l'intelligence et les solutions dont ce pays a besoin. Les jeunes Camerounais sont aussi des jeunes Africains. Et les jeunes Africains méritent la paix et peuvent la rendre possible. Tout ce que vous avez à faire, c'est de vous unir. Notre génération doit s'unir et d'une seule voix dire non à la violence, non à la division et oui pour faire taire les armes et pour une culture de la paix. Parce que la violence n'est pas notre culture. Nous sommes filles et fils des nobles reines et des guerriers qui ont respecté le collectif. Et alors ne soyons pas une génération manipulée pour détruire nos nations et notre continent. Soyons la génération qui est ici pour construire, pour bâtir, pour innover. Let's not be the generation manipulated to destroy our nations and our continent. Let's be a generation that will build and take this continent to where she deserves to be, because we have everything we need to do that. We are in 21st century, we are in 2019. And I am committed to stand by you in this journey towards securing the peaceful Cameroon we all want. And to our leaders, it is essential that you listen and you recognize youth as partners in this process for the obvious reasons that they bring the experience and innovative solutions needed and that this is for their future. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of investing in young people through employment, empowerment, leadership and decision-making, and other means as part of preventive measures to be taken in the journey towards peace and ending conflict on our continent. You must listen to young people. They're loud and bold, and their voices cannot be ignored, and the change they're leading cannot be denied. I am grateful to the local Youth Corner Cameroon and their partners for the amazing efforts towards organizing this timely and important event. The resolutions and outcomes from this meeting will play a major role in influencing the path of our collective efforts towards ending violence. And in line with the Office of the EU Special Envoy on Youth Action Plan, my office fully endorses and supports the network of young mediators in Cameroon who will act as young peace builders within their communities and inspire positive action across the continent. I applaud you for your boldness and leadership and want you to know that I'm solidly in support of you and your efforts, and many young people across the continent are in solidarity with you. I will ensure that your voices are heard and taken seriously to build peace in this great nation. Let us shake things up.